What's going on, Tricology family, and welcome back to another episode of the Tricology News Talk. I got a little bit of extra for ya. As for this episode, we are going to be talking about the Miami Heat and the Florida Panthers. Two South Florida teams are in the championship bound. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. What a great time to be a Miami Heat fan and to be a Florida Panthers fan. Man, what a good day is it good to be is. Now, the Miami Heat and the Florida Panthers have advanced to their respective championship bounds. The Miami Heat will be in the NBA Finals, and the Florida Panthers will be in the Stanley Cup Finals. Now, we're going to go through and break down each one and who would they be facing against in their respective championship bounds. So let's first talk about the Stanley Cup Finals. So this year, we will see our Eastern Conference champions, the Florida Panthers, goes against this year's Western Conference Finals champions, the Vegas Golden Knights. Now, this will be the first final series since 2018, which the Golden State Knights have also played in which neither team has previously won the Stanley Cup, and the second to have two teams from the Sunset Belt since 2020. The series will begin on June 3rd and will conclude no later than June 19th. So, let's talk about our Florida Panthers here. So, this will be their second finals appearance for the Florida Panthers, and their previous appearance was back in 1996, where they lost in a 4-game sweep to the Colorado Avalanche. Sorry if I pronounced the name. I think I got it right, but that's how I got the name. So the Panthers finished out the season with a 42-32-8 record, grabbing the 8th seed in the Eastern Conference with 92 points. The Panthers mount a 3-1 series comeback against the record-setting President Trophy-winning Boston Bruins in the first round, defeating them in a 7-game overtime. Then they eliminated the Toronto Maple Leafs in a 5-game during the second round, and the Carolina Hurricanes in a 4-game sweep in the Eastern Conference Finals. Now, let's talk about the Vegas Golden Knights. This will be Vegas' second finals appearance as well. Their only appearance was back in 2018 during their inaugural season, which they lost to the Washington Capitals in a 5-game. The Golden Knights finished first in their Pacific Division and the Western Conference with 111 points via a 51-52-9 record. Vegas defeated the Winnipeg Jets in a 5-game during the first round. They triumphed over the Edmonton Oilers during the second round in 6 games, and then knocked off the Dallas Stars, coached by their former head coach Dever, in the Western Conference Finals in 6 games. Man, this is going to be a very interesting season. So you guys can catch on the games on TNT and TBS. Mostly all the Warner Media, I can't say Warner Media, Warner Brothers Discovery channels. I was about to say Warner Media, but they're not Warner Media anymore. They're Warner Brothers Discovery. I don't know why I had that in mind, but I just thought about it when I see the broadcast channels from Warner Brothers. But yeah, TNT and TBS, where you can see the Stanley Cup final games. So you already know what I'm going for, the Florida Panthers, and I hope we can get that Stanley Cup. That's all I'm gonna say. And now, the big one. You already know, my Miami Heat are 7-time, I say 7-time Eastern Conference champions, and they will be going against the Western Conference champions, the Denver Nuggets. So, the NBA Finals will start on June 1st, and with a possible Game 7 scheduled for June 18th. So that's what will be your series there. Now, this will be the second finals to feature a Northwestern Division team since the division was formed in 2004. The only other occasion being Oklahoma City Thunder back in 2012, where, of course, the Miami Heat won against the Oklahoma City Thunder as well. And this marks the first final appearance for the Denver Nuggets. Of course, and the Denver Nuggets will be going for their first NBA championship as well, because Denver Nuggets is one of those teams has never won an NBA championship before. So that's going to be that's history making there. This will also be the second finals to feature a 8th seed after the 1999 NBA Finals, which I think it was what was it, the New York Knicks or the San Antonio Spurs? So that was the 8th seed. I think it was. Wait, let me go back and look at the history there, because I know they mentioned it last night. But hold up. Yeah, I think it was the Knicks. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was probably the Knicks. But yeah, let's go through the rest of the how the Miami Heat and the Denver Nuggets got here. So, the Heat becomes the first 8th seed team since the 1999 New York Knicks to reach the NBA Finals, and the first 8th seed team to reach the finals in a full 82-game regular season. After coming up short last year in the conference finals, the Heat barely qualified for the NBA playoffs. Although they finished 7th in the regular season standings, they would have to go through 2 playing games to extend their season, with losing to the Atlanta Hawks in the first and defeating the Chicago Bulls in the second, earning the 8th seed in the NBA playoffs. In the first round, they faced the Milwaukee Bucks, the team with the best record in the league, and defeated them in 5 games. Along the way, Jimmy Butler scored a playoff career high in 56 points in a 119-114 victory in Game 4, putting the Bucks on the brink of elimination. Then later on, they became the 6th, 8th seed team to defeat a 1 seed team after winning Game 5 of 128-126 in overtime. Later in the conference semifinals, they defeated the New York Knicks in a 6th game to reach their 3rd conference finals in the past 4 seasons. Which they faced the Boston Celtics. The Heat led the series 3-0 before the Celtics won their next 3 games to force Game 7, in which the Miami Heat won 103-84, earning their 7th NBA Finals appearance. Butler was named the Eastern Conference Finals MVP. And with the Florida Panthers reaching the 2023 Stanley Cup Finals, this was marked the first time that the NBA and the HLL teams in the same area will reach their respective championship series in the same year since 2016. Wow, I didn't know that. That was when the San Francisco Bay Area saw the Golden State Warriors and the St. John Sharks reach their respective championship series. So that's a huge history there. Now, let's go to the Nuggets. So, the Nuggets have reached several years reached this success. And in 2020, they reached their first Western Conference Finals since 2009, but fell short to the Los Angeles Lakers when they went on to win the 2020 NBA Finals. But that was back then when they was in the at Disney World during the NBA bubble due to the coronavirus pandemic. So, in the first round of this year's playoffs, the Nuggets won in 5 games over the 8th seed, which was the Minnesota Timberwolves. Then they faced the 4th seed in the Phoenix Suns, who previously swept in the conference semifinals in 2021. After going up 2-0 in the series, Phoenix won both of their home games to even it up the series at 2-2. Despite a career high 53 points from joggers in Game 4, the Nuggets then won Game 5 in Denver and beat Phoenix on the road to advance to 6 games. Denver reached their second conference finals in 4 years, which they had faced the 7th seed, the Los Angeles Lakers, who had previously defeated them in their first 7 postseason matchup. However, the Nuggets defeated the Nuggets in 4 games, marking their first sweep of an opponent in franchise history en route to reach the finals for the first time in their history. Joggers was awarded the Western Conference Finals MVP as he surpassed William Chambers for the most triple doubles in a single postseason. The Nuggets become the last of the 4 teams in the American Basketball Association that have emerged with the NBA to reach the NBA Finals. So that's a huge history maker there, not only for us Miami Heat and for the Denver Nuggets as well. So you can catch all the NBA final games on ABC. So I hope at least one of our South Florida teams win the championship. But we'll just have to wait and see how everything goes in the month of June. So well, we are happy that we got 2 South Florida teams in the championship bound. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens there. So yeah, but that's all I got for this extra episode of the Tricology News Talk. And if you're watching me on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell when new episodes are uploaded. And let me know who you guys are rooting for, not only for the Stanley Cup and for the NBA Finals as well. And of course, if you listen to me on Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, or Apple Podcasts, or any other streaming platform, don't forget to follow me there as well. But other than that, folks, this is Trico, and I'm signing off, y'all. Peace.